Hey everybody, how are we doing? On another night, we're gonna show you two songs that you can play all in one string. Um, I'm so excited to show you. Hopefully you saw my last video how to hold it and how to tune and what other strings are for the guitar. Next, today we have two songs. Um, these are really easy, so let's get to it. Well, the first song that we are learning is called United. United is a really good song. Um, it's only two measures. Um, and they're all in one string. So we're gonna do the first song. So United. Um, the strings that you need for this song is actually really easy. You just need an open E string, which is just that. That's it. Then your first note is gonna be an F. You wanna put your first finger on the first string right here. If you can see it, that is an F note. You can play that. Then the you to this is on the reach. It's not a stretch, but it's actually really close. Just got a G string. You want to put your third finger, your ring finger, place it on the third fret of that same string. That's a G. And that's really it. It's only those three strings. It's only E, F, G for the whole song. So how the song goes, in this first measure, they so we play an open E 3 times, and then we play an F note for 1 time, then we play the G 2 times. So it's gonna sound like if you get that far, that's really good. Now we're gonna be playing the E note 2 times, and we're gonna play the F note 5 times, but one is a whole note. So I'm gonna do. What does that mean? If it's a whole note, you'll just let it ring for all four. So it's really gonna sound like. And then we hold. So that's the first line. So we're gonna play that first line really slow, and then we're gonna gain up the speed until we get it. So we're gonna move to the next line. So we're gonna take this really slow. if you can play that slow, we're gonna move on, and how faster you get, you're gonna walk the song out. So we're gonna go a little bit faster. If we can catch up to me, just if you can't, you can rewind and play that again. So we're gonna play this a little bit faster. If you can catch up to me on my speed, we can go a little bit faster. If you can't, you can rewind and listen to it again, and then play along with it, and you can handle it. So we're going a little bit faster until you get it. If you can catch up, we're going to one more speed, because this is all in quarter notes, and one is a hold. So you're going to keep going until you hear that hold. So. If we can catch up, that is fantastic, and we're gonna move on to the next line. Now, this is the second measure of the song. Is gonna be actually a little bit different than the first one. So it's gonna start with an F, then we'll go back to an E string. So you want to put your first finger on the first fret of the sixth string. I mean the first string. This is the first string. This is the sixth. So you want to put the first string with an open E, an F, then an open E, then F again, E again. Now you put your ring finger on that third fret of the first string. And we're going to play this twice. We're going to play the F twice, and we're going to play the E once, then we're going to do an F, then we're going to do a G, and we're going to go back to an F and up into an E. So this one is going to sound like. Well, that's the whole song of United. You just have learned your first full song. If you can catch up to this whole song without mistakes, that is your only chance that you can. If you don't have the speed, like I would play. You can play that slow, and you'll get it until you can catch up to me. Okay, guys, I'll see you on the next song.